Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight I want to talk to you about dating, courting, and talking to people in general, but mainly focusing upon relationships and how to initiate talking to somebody and what people actually look for in relationships. Now you might say to yourself, why me? Why am I the guy to tell you all this information? Well, the truth of the matter is, I'm never a guy to blow steam up my own Khyber. But since the age of 15, when I learned certain things, I'm a very observant person when I'm around people. Since the age of 15, I have never been rejected up till this day, and I'm 32 now, going on 100. So, this may be an eye opener. It may be absolute bullcrap to you. Maybe it'll help, maybe it won't. Maybe you could leave a comment if I've missed something. But I'm going to try and cover all bases and help you out if I can. So, we're going to start this one with looking on the internet of what it says women want. There's a article, Psychology Today. There's a blog called 15 Things Women Want from a Man in Their Lives. So we're going to have a look at this. Open communication, honesty, trust and worthiness, taking responsibility, kindness, patience, understanding, empathy and compassion, friendship, emotional maturity, being supportive, emotional and practical support, sensitive, validation of your partner's experiences, being adventurous, complimenting your partner, showing your partner love. It's pretty obvious shit actually. So that's it, but I'm not sure if that was 15 or more. But anywho, I'm going to go back to the top and go down through these again one by one. Open communications, that's a given because you can't have a relationship if you're not talking to someone. Now, open communication, it means don't keep secrets, don't lie, don't keep things from your partner, things that bother you, which I can agree with all that. If you hold things back from a partner, either one of you could start to resent the other. Honesty is obviously in there. Oh, excuse me. Trust is built up over time, and trust is not just something you have straight away, it is earned. Personally, I always say I always trust somebody until you give me a reason not to. And this is when if I've met a girl that I don't know and a relationship starts, or I start dating a friend and a relationship starts from there. So I always give trust until I have a reason not to. If you screw up in a relationship, I don't mean with cheating. I mean you tell a lie, or you think you're doing something that will save your partner from some kind of emotional distress or whatever. It's always better to take responsibility and stand up and say, yes, I screwed up, I thought I was saving you, maybe I should have just come to you and talked about it. But taking responsibility is very important. Kindness, patience, understanding, empathy and compassion, all very obvious. Obviously friendship as well, you want to be friends with the person you're with, or what's the point? Emotional maturity. Obviously, there are times when emotional maturity is necessary. If a loved one passes away and they need support, you can't be cracking jokes. But if you are an immature person, then they met you as an immature person. Why would they want you to be similar to immature? So there's a time and a place to be mature, and there's a time and a place to be immature. So then ones are pretty obvious, and support obviously is thrown in with all that. We're taking responsibility and supporting your partner. Open communications, yeah, it kind of blends in with it. You listen to what he's saying. You don't just listen. You take note mentally. I've done this a few times where I screwed up. It starts a relationship with the lady's talking, and she's telling me about her children or whatever, and I forget the names, and I felt like a real prick. I'm terrible at remembering names, and so when it comes to actually meeting the children, I was like, here you little guy. But we learn. Some of us are a bit dum-dum. Bit dum-dum. Bring adventure and excitement into a relationship. Well, every day's a whirlwind with me. Let's go on another whirlwind adventure. Now, reading that, you may just think sexually, but no, that's not the case. If you are an individual that spends your time hanging with your friends when your partner is not with you, then when your partner is with you, you're at home watching TV, playing computer games. The relationship is going to fail. It can be important in a relationship for work. If you can work, you should work, and you should bring as much as you can to a relationship, whether financially or emotionally. And that doesn't mean like get a joint bank account straight away. You want to save that shit until you're married. But you never want to feel like one side, like the relationship is one sided. You want to be paying your own way and treat your partner if you can. Too much. When you spend too much money, it's like, am I with this girl because she loves me, or am I just paying for all this crap? And I only say girl because you never really see a girl buy a guy loads of crap. No offense, but up until I was 18, I never had a present from a partner, and it's haunted me to this day. And the partner actually that gave me a gift was my best friend at the time. So, yay! But then she met someone else. So, don't make everything about sex. This is also true and pretty obvious, but today I believe the millennial generation, although they're not all bad, a vast majority of them believe they don't even try dating, they go to a bar, hit on a woman. If she's interested, they'll immediately try to get them back to their place or the nearest fucking corner or alleyway. If it were up to them, I'm sure they'd have the pants down in bars. But with millennials, they have no reason to believe in romance or wooing a lady. Because of the movements we have been hearing about for a while. The slut shame. You should not shame a woman if she wants to sleep around because guys do it. Hey, guys do it, and most of us think that's fucking disgusting. I always have this thought when people are sleeping around. If you're a lady or girl, would you let a random stranger walk up to you and spit in your mouth? You probably wouldn't. And that is the same kind of thing when it comes to sex, random sex, one night stands. You're letting some stranger sling one up here, and he could have anything, or you could have anything. So keep that in mind. But yeah, sex isn't everything. Although when I was younger, like I've said in my previous video, I lost my virginity when I was 12 to a 40-plus-year-old. Actually, my best friend's mom, but shh. Yeah, sex and everything. The most intimate thing you can do to a lady is touch her on an emotional level and understand what makes her tick, and you will get far in a relationship doing this. I'm gonna move on from this list now because it's just a lot of crap. When it comes to approaching someone to ask for their number, obviously a lot of that's not done these days because of Facebook and Twitter and Tinder and blah and blah and blah 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 blah. Everyone's just, there's no balls to walk up to people and start a conversation. It's usually the guys who are overly confident. I'm trying to open another page here, but it doesn't seem to be wanting to load. Yeah, so it's usually the guys overly confident. And although I'm not totally against people who sleep around, it is not for me. I've never slept with anyone I do not love. Yeah, but you can be overconfident when it comes to doing this. And when it comes to rejection, like I said, I am being rejected since I was 15. I've done this. I've been clever about it. I've never put myself in a position where rejection was on the table. So I could just start talking to someone. And a conversation. If someone walks away from a conversation, that is not rejection because I'm not showing any commitment to that conversation. A conversation is just a conversation. If I start a conversation and a woman gets up and says I'm not interested, then she's the fucking cunt. I just started a conversation. I like talking to people. And this is how I've never been rejected because I never put myself up to that level where I can be rejected. Now that being said, you may think, well, that's kind of cheating because if you don't talk to a girl, then you've never been rejected. But I talk to people all the time. I get on better with women than I do with men. I grew up with women. I grew up in a single parent household. I have 4 sisters. I have nieces. My nan was here all the time. I love them and I listened to them growing up. So I just tell you the same crap. So I'm gonna give up on that now. Totally. But when I say I never put myself in a position to be rejected, it means I was aware where the conversation was going and when to take a step back. I was aware that it could go in one direction or the other. I could get this lady's number, or I could tell that she's clearly not interested in talking to someone. maybe she was just up for a laugh at the time, or not. The vast majority of the times, I've never asked a woman for her number or to add me on a social media or anything. I've just let them do it, and I do think that is better, even more so in 2020, because if you're a girl and you're on Facebook or Twitter or whatever, I'm going to say it. Your inboxes are probably filled with lots of different types of sausages, and guys messaging you from other countries, telling you they love you, just from they add you, then they say they love you, and it can be overwhelming for women, and they can kind of get fatigued of talking to men. So, I personally like letting women take the initiative in that part, although I'm not opposed to it, doing it myself. If I can see a connection, I will ask myself. Now, when it comes to initially starting a conversation with a woman, you just you ask if you could sit next to her, ask her name, how her day's gone, listen to what she has to say. Don't make it all about you. Don't if let's put it. Nice way to put it, actually. If you feel the conversation's not going in your favour, the last thing you want to do is throw a strop like a little child. This shows that you are immature, and everyone in the bar or club or wherever has just seen you do this. If she rejects you and you call her a bitch or a slag or whatever, that just shows that you are the cunt, and you should not be around people. But there are in 2020 there's lots of different things going on. Lots of people have different attractions. For instance, when I was 20, 21, my hair started falling out, and that was a big deal for me. I felt like I was losing my identity, and I lost a lot of confidence. But 2020, 10 years later, being bald is sexy. And this is how confidence comes back. You have to make yourself feel attractive. Now, it took a while for me to learn that, because if I could show you a picture from then and now, you would look like two completely different people. I didn't have all the face fuzz before I've had a big beard, which I'm gonna grow back. I have to go in sections because they don't all grow in one. It's like, you don't grow here, then you don't grow here. This bit's all, yeah, and I don't get out here. Anywho, if you are losing your hair, just shave that shit off. I've seen people with two massive fucking lumps of hair here. It is not attractive to men or women. Shave that shit off. It looks like that Mr. Bean sketch where he's got a razor and just gone straight out the middle of your head. So yeah, make yourself feel attractive. If you feel attractive, you put out this confidence to women or to men, and they find that attractive. If you ever get to a point where you can have the opportunity to kiss the person you're trying to court or date, a couple things here. Some women like it gentle. Some women like to feel pressure when you kiss. Not like pressured into kissing. I mean, the pressure of the weight of the kiss. And personally, I prefer a mixture of the two. So be strong enough to be gentle, and know when enough is too much. Because if you try kissing her for like half an hour, it's going to be a bit overwhelming, and she'll think you're after more than just a kiss, perhaps. So personally, on my level, is be gentle, but do it in such a way she can feel the weight of a man. Because a lot of women actually like that. Because men are bigger and stronger, and I got an arm boob, as I call them. So be strong enough to be gentle, is my personal opinion, and that goes for everything. When it comes to actually dating a woman, now if you're a multi-millionaire, obviously you won't be watching this video for one, and when it comes to dating, you probably want to pay for everything, and that's fine if she's like a minimum wage earner or whatever. But when it comes to two normal people, let's say a builder and a nurse, on the first date, I believe you should split the check. This is so you don't feel like the woman won't feel like she owes you anything for the meal, and the first meal is important because either one of you do not know where the relationship, if it's going that far, will go. You're just getting to know each other, so you are both invested into it. So you both should be paying for the first meal. Plenty of cases I've seen on dates. Man takes a woman out, and she orders the most expensive thing on the menu, and he's just there thinking she's gonna order the like a £15-20 meal, but she orders like £100 meal, and this guy obviously didn't come out with cash like that, so he got stuck with a bill, and she just walked off and never talked to him again. Personally, I have actually been in a situation like this myself. A couple of years ago, I was dating a lady. I dated a lady. The first date and the last date we had. We went out, and I tried all my swagger night, cracking jokes, being wise. I wasn't being insulting or anything. I was just having a laugh, and all she was doing was on her phone. She ordered a really expensive item on the menu, and she was on her phone. She barely said two words to me all night. At one point, she got up, came back from the toilet, and came back on her phone. She was just playing stupid ass games. I could probably understand if she had like a gaming addiction, but she didn't. I think she was just being ignorant, and she weren't interested. She just wanted a free meal, because a very small percentage of women don't believe that women should pay for meals. Well, I say a very small amount. There's quite a few women. They believe men should pay for everything in that relationship because women are going to give them sex, and that's fucking disgusting. But anyway, back to the story. She was just on her phone all the time, and she would not engage me in conversation at all. So I got up and left her with the bill. Now it's you might say, "Oh, that's not fair," but I'm paying for the bill. She's not willing to at least engage in conversation. So who invested more, me or her? So that's my opinion on that. When it does come to getting intimate at the start of a relationship, you say being on a couple dates or whatever, don't push it. A lot of guys are very, very pushy. Oh, come on, when are we gonna go upstairs and mess around? When are we do this, do that, send me some pictures, blah blah blah. Well, I personally don't think because of our body, a man is meant to penetrate and a woman is meant to take. So I don't mean any homophobia or not. I'm just talking about men and women. So in my personal opinion, it's up to the woman when she is ready to get things going. But yeah, there's nothing wrong with sexy pictures, but I won't push it because that just may seem like that's all you're interested in. So if you just be a nice person, be open to discussion. Don't let things get boring, and just be decent in general. What makes a man a good man? Is it the path he takes, or the choices he makes? Learn from your experiences, and patience will out, as the English say. I swear to God, I'm becoming a fucking retard when it comes to talking. So, that is me and my little 2 cents about dating and the confidence thereof. I hope it offered some insight. If I've missed anything out, please comment, like, share, subscribe. Look at my arm boobs again. Oh, so big. Okay. And yeah, I'll catch you next time. Later, taters.